Good morning, you guys.
Morning.
It's January 6th.
Yep, we're heading out.
And it's travel day, but this time we're road tripping.
Oh, yeah.
So we are headed to Boulder to see my family for a bit.
Yeah.
For a night. And then headed back to the apartment.
My car is going to experience its first time on a pass. So we'll see how that goes. But then after the first little rabbit ears pass and we get into Boulder, smooth sailing.
So we're going to take you along. It's currently, what time is it?
It is 10:42.
10:42. We just went on a last little walk so you could see the view. I'll show you the view because it's amazing. My arm's so sore.
Oh, let me hold your arm up before you do.
And then we're going to get ready, pack, and then hit the
road.
road. Alrighty, guys, we are officially on the road.
Heck
Woo.
yeah!
Oh, it's so bright. I'm leaving these on. I was gonna try and be a good person and take off my sunglasses, but
It's way too bright for that.
we were gonna stop and get Starbucks, but the line was out of the parking lot. Ridiculous. So we decided it wasn't worth it, and we're on the road again.
We got our jug of water and lemonade and
Some sandwiches his mom made for us.
a little pad thai left over that I might eat with my hands, maybe like a savage.
I don't know about that one. But we are going to head to Boulder, so we'll keep y'all updated.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. It is the next day. We had a bit of a chaotic drive yesterday, so we did not vlog, but we're about to hit the road to go back to Lincoln. So stay tuned for a story time about what went wrong yesterday, because it was a lot. Okay, guys, we are on the road. So we promised you an update, because we have not updated since about this time yesterday when we were leaving.
It was so hectic.
It's been a crazy 24 hours.
Typically, like when I do a drive from Steamboat to Boulder, everyone goes, "How was the drive?" We go, "Uneventful, nice and easy, totally fine." Not this time.
Not this time. This time it was very eventful. So we started out, and our original game plan. Oh, it's so bumpy. I'm so sorry to all of you watching. But so we started out and we were gonna get Starbucks and gas. So we pull up to the Starbucks, and the line's ridiculous, which I think we mentioned that to you guys. But we were like, you know what? We don't need it. 3-hour drive. Let's just push through and start driving. Keep in mind, we forgot one key thing after Starbucks: gas. So we're about halfway between
Steamboat and Kremling, which are about an hour, 45 minutes apart, and there's nothing in between them.
nothing.
Nothing.
So when we realized that we did not get gas, it was when the light turned on, and we had 27 miles to Kremling, about the same to Steamboat, probably more.
Smack dab in the middle, pretty much.
And the closest gas station was in Kremling, and it was 26 miles an hour. 26 miles away. And we were like, shoot. Okay. And then all of a sudden, when the road's dirty with snow and stuff, it got kicked up because a car drove by. And all of a sudden, we go to use the windshield, and the windshield wiper fluid, it's not working. So
it's empty. It must be empty.
No,
I should have checked this.
No, our first thought was that the snow and ice, because there was still a ton of ice and stuff on the hood of the car. So we were like, oh shoot, we cleared off the rest of the car, but we must have forgot to clear off the windshield wiper fluid shooting thingy. And so we were like, damn, you know what? It's fine. When we get to Kremling, we'll just break it off and do it. Then all of a sudden they kept doing it, and we could not see. And then we get to the
off the
thing. And
fill up, clear off the windshield wiper shooters, make sure there's no snow on the car.
But we did not test it.
Well, we did, but
no, we did.
Work.
It did, but it didn't work. But we were like, you know what? We're kind of out of the mountains. Like, the roads seem dry, but we pulled up to a stoplight, got to turn back onto the interstate, and we're like,
at a red light, and I pull this Blues Brothers maneuver. I roll down my window, throw it in park, and can I clear off a little window for me to see? I'm vibing, thriving.
Like,
and then again, there's more wet, dirty snow that gets kicked up. I'm like, God damn it! But it's not too bad. I can still see. We're in the shade of the canyon, and I'm like, all right, we'll just go through it. And then we get to the Eisenhower Tunnel. And I was like, oh, this will be fine, because like it was bad when the sun would shine on it. But in a tunnel, there's no snow, right? Logic is sound. But unfortunately, it was not the case. It was just a brown mess.
Like literally, we could only see the lines directly in front of us.
It was pretty bad.
So thank God there was no one behind us in the tunnel, and there was like 2 cars, but they were super far ahead. But even they were making me nervous because like we could just barely make out one of them.
Down the tunnel.
And we're getting windshield wiper fluid because I was literally shaking. I was so anxious, and it even scared him a little bit.
It was not the best, for sure.
And so we were like, okay, we're getting windshield wiper fluid. It's happening. Like, we're filling it up because we can't do that again. Because there was another tunnel, and we weren't sure if it was going to be that bad.
So we just pull off on some random exit, regardless of no gas station. Take some snow, clear it off, head back on down the road.
So we get to the gas station, and
I go in, I use the restroom, I get windshield wiper fluid, because now I think it's empty, because that was my thought process, because we cleared off all the snow. And then I also got her a Diet Coke, because she seemed stressed. So I open up the hood, and there's already fluid in the thing. I'm like, son of a gun. This is not good. So I fill it up regardless. I'm like, maybe it was like too low to work or something. I try it out.
Or something.
Yeah, I try it out again. Pull the little lever here forward. Nothing. But we're driving down the road, and traffic starts to get backed up a little bit. We're like, what's going on here? And then we pass 3 cop cars that are back to back. They've just pulled over a white car, and the car is getting towed. Like it's getting possessed.
Like it is up on the tow truck.
Yeah.
The person driving it is nowhere to be seen.
Yep.
Then Charles notices, and he's like,
I see there's an officer, and he's got...
No, we forgot the canine unit.
Oh, true, right, because I see the back car is a canine unit. And I go, oh, that, drugs, right?
Yeah, that's normally what it's for.
And then I look, and there's an officer walking back, and he just has bricks of cocaine in his arms. And he's just placing it on the hood like he just doesn't know what to do with it.
Like, and they're like the ones you see in movies.
It was right out of the movie. Like I watched Narcos. I love it. I know what a brick of cocaine looks like from Narcos. It was a brick of cocaine.
And like, we just looked at each other. We were like, "Are you like?" We just started laughing because like
it was so surreal.
Because like this road trip was just so insane.
Hectic.
Literally, it was a 3-hour road trip, and it turned into about 4.5 because of just all the stops we had to make. And then my uncle was like, you know what? Like, let's take a look at it. Let's see if it's a 5-minute fix. You have to go to the shop because we were then convinced that the fuse was broken.
Yeah, because it wasn't making any noise.
Yeah,
like the wipers would go, but it's not like the stereotypical like beep that you get when you have the thing.
And like normally when it's empty, you can still hear it like trying to.
Right.
But it's just nothing comes out. So we were like, well, shoot, maybe the fuse is broken. And so my uncle goes out, and then
goes out, comes back. We both went out there. I got the owner's manual. I showed him what I was doing. I was pulling on the little stick I got here, and I hand him the owner's manual. He's like, go take a shower. You've just been in a hot tub. Well, I'll take care of it, which was nice because I know nothing about cars, and he's like a big macho man, and that is just not me. So he's gonna handle it, which is just great. So I'm about to fixed it. And I'm like, oh no, great, what'd you do? He goes, you're gonna kick yourself. And I'm like, no, what is it? And he goes, you know how you were pulling on the stick? And I go, yeah. He goes, don't do that. You press the button on the end to do the misters.
But, so I hope this long clip of the story helps make up for the fact that we have not vlogged at all. But we're gonna try and vlog more for this road trip because this is a 6.5-hour road trip.
Woo!
So we'll probably check in at lunch.
Yeah, seems about right. I mean, it's technically lunchtime now, but we had a late breakfast.
Yeah, it's 12:17 right now, so I think we're gonna stop in North Platte for lunch.
Party!
Okay, it is now 5:23. I look dead. Do you see how pale I look right now?
I think you look great, Paige.
The bags under my eyes really accent the blue in my eyes. My phone died for a bit, which was kind of rough.
Then we got a car charger.
But now we have a car charger. Oh, good. I get my COVID vaccine. She texted me about. I just got the email for it. Okay, that's exciting. Yay!
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I get my first vaccine soon. She just texted me. Cows, I went over there.
Ah, son of a...
That there's another one because I missed the first opportunity because I was visiting him and his family. We actually met up with our friend Emma, who's my roommate actually. So I got to see her for the first time since break because she lives right outside of where we stopped for lunch. But so we had Qdoba with her, and now we have about 3 hours left. And we're officially, yeah, he's just changing the clock. We're officially back in Central Time Zone instead of Mountain Time Zone.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's the update. This road trip has been a lot less eventful, thankfully.
Yes, I figured out how to do the windshield wipers, so we are...
Vibing and thriving and driving.
Yes.
And we're gonna go back to listening to music and warming up because it's getting cold outside.
Still no snow, which is crazy. Like, we haven't had snow since Colorado.
Not even Colorado.
Like, Boulder. Boulder has no snow.
Literally, we haven't seen, like, heavy snow probably since Steamboat.
That's insane.
Which is crazy. Like, I know it's up in the mountains, but, like, I miss the snow. But that's the update. You guys.
Oh my god. This trip has been plagued with mishaps.
The car broke down.
Yeah, Katerina, I love you, Katerina. I still love you.
We're like...
Damn it, you are giving me... Putting me through the ringer.
We're like an hour away. We have made it 5.5 hours. Mm-hmm. We are like less than an hour away. And all of a sudden we're driving.
And my engine does like, if you drive a stick shift, you know, like when it stalls out, like that feeling. It's a manual, but it had that feeling. And then the check engine light comes on.
And so we pull over.
And then all of the other lights, like all the other
Literally,
lights.
there's like 5 other lights on.
Light, the oil temp light, the battery light, the brake light, all of them are on.
And still the check engine.
Yep.
And so his dad's like, turn it off, turn it back on. And we're like,
you know, classic fix.
Classic fix. You got it. I mean, like you have to try it once.
Right.
We turn it off.
Turn it back on, and it won't even turn over. It doesn't even try. No cough, no wheeze, nothing.
Nothing. It'll turn on like the electric.
That's about it.
But that's it. So then we're on with AAA for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And she's like talking to herself the entire time. And I get that she's probably just confused because like we didn't know what mile marker we were near.
And so I had to like run.
But it's like, we're right in the middle of them, of course. So you had to run like half a mile to go get one. And we're trying to figure out like, where do we tow the car? And my mom is now driving like an hour and 45 minutes. She's zooming though.
Yeah, she's making a really good time.
Cause she's like now like 40 minutes away. So we finally have kind of figured everything out, but now we need to condense.
We have to, condense things because we have meetings to go to tomorrow morning, and they're over Zoom, thankfully, so we don't have to like dress fancy or anything.
And then tomorrow we're going to, Sydney and Teresa don't know this yet, but we're gonna ask if they can give us a ride. Go get the rest of our stuff from the car. And then we're going to deal with that.
And we'll update you when we're settled.
hopefully, yeah. But thank you for joining us. I'm so glad we vlogged this.
Right? It's
Aren't you just so glad? Thanks for staying with us for this, guys.
Okay, party people, we are officially back in Lincoln. We got the car towed to a Subaru dealership in Lincoln, which was very expensive.
But there was nowhere in York, which was the little town we were right outside of. It's like 45 minutes, an hour away from here. That could have fixed it, so we kind of just bit the bullet of doing it now instead of doing it later.
Right. And so we did it then, and then we went and got my stuff, and I'm gonna decide the fate of the car by Monday. I'm leaning towards maybe pumping a few $100s into it to fix it, but we will see.
Well, pros and cons it.
Yeah. But now we're on our way for Chick-fil-A and Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is pretty lit. She's not as jazzed as I am, but you know what? Maybe she'll turn around one day.
But yeah, last night after the initial vlog of us telling you we were towed, I got like one or two clips of the actual towing,
Yep.
which you saw. But then my mom came and got us, and we drove all the way past Lincoln, another 45 minutes to Omaha to get my car.
So we wouldn't have to deal with, getting rides and doing things. So.
And then we're planning on going to Omaha tomorrow.
Yep.
And my mom was going to have to drive back out to Lincoln to pick us up and then drive us back out to Omaha. So now we're just trying to decompress after the past 2 days and then meetings this morning.
Yes. Jeepers creepers. But now it's looking up. I think tomorrow and the next couple days we'll have some work days, really kind of start to get grounded, spend some time with her family, get to meet her extended family, which I'm pretty pumped about. And then just get back in Lincoln, kind of ground ourselves before the semester starts up again.
But yes, this is the end of this vlog.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching and sticking along with this just absolute chaos that it's been.
It's road trip from hell, for real.
So
I mean, it could have gone worse. There's several times it could have been worse, but
yeah, it was just a
grateful
wacky road trip, and very glad it's done.
Yeah, we're grateful for the good parts, but glad it is over.
And be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. Question of the day, worst road trip experience you've had. Make us feel a little better
there you go.
About ours. And we will see you on the next one.
Toodles.
Bye, guys.